The most interesting movies are ones that yield new insight each time you rewatch them. Maybe you notice a clever detail or pick up on some foreshadowing after you know the film's big twist. But it's especially interesting to rewatch a movie and realize that you had completely missed the director's point. For me, that movie is Mark Webb's 2009 romantic comedy, 500 Days of Summer. At its core, this film is a cautionary tale about the dangers of idealizing someone by indie romantics for indie romantics. 500 Days of Summer is a non-linear narrative about Tom, a greeting card writer, as he pursues, falls in love with, and loses free-spirited Summer Finn, a woman he works with. The film became a cult classic, particularly amongst young hipster audiences, grossing almost 9 times its $7.5 million budget and spawning endless screen caps on sites like Tumblr. And it's not hard to see why. The film excels in its witty dialogue.
What, job? No. Hand job? Man, no. No jobs. I'm still unemployed.
Satisfyingly artsy and offbeat cinematography, and iconic soundtrack. For people already inclined to enjoy these filmmaking choices, it's hard not to see yourself in Tom. Viewers who are jamming out to Regina Spektor and Sweet Disposition are people like Tom, who realizes he has a huge crush on Summer when she sings along to the Smiths playing on his headphones on day 4. Audiences that love the film's use of vintage-style footage would absolutely go see a weird French art film like Tom does in the depths of his depression. Tom's You Make My Dreams Come True dance sequence on day 35, when he finally gets the girl, is the right kind of quirky theatricality that makes him so endearing and relatable. And his speech on day 442 about his disillusionment with his meaningless job resonates with underemployed young people everywhere, especially at the time of the Great Recession when 500 Days of Summer was released. 500 Days of Summer attracts the very audience that needs to hear the filmmaker's message the most. But ironically, this group of people may be least likely to internalize it. At the beginning of the film, Tom tells his sister and friends that his devastating breakup with Summer came out of nowhere. But Tom is an unreliable narrator. The first half of the film documents rosy moments across his time with Summer, punctuated from time to time with reminders from Summer herself that she's not looking for anything serious. From Tom's idealistic perspective, it's a highlight reel of finding the one. But as the film progresses, we are offered more and more indications that Tom's idealistic view is not reality. Tom's friends call him out for reading way too far into Summer's comment that her weekend was good, highlighting his unreliability. We also start to see more and more indications of Tom's and Summer's incompatibility. Jaded from her parents' divorce, Summer tells Tom that
there's no such thing as love, it's fantasy.
But when she opens up to him about dreams she's never told anyone before, Tom assumes he's changed her mind. Tom pushes for them to define the relationship, but she doesn't want to because I'm happy. Aren't you happy? She clearly states she wants to keep things casual, but Tom becomes less and less willing to keep this arrangement. They disagree about tattoos, and their visits to IKEA and a record store are no longer playful, but painfully awkward. Tom fights for her honor in a bar on day 259, but instead of making Summer swoon, she's deeply embarrassed. Despite their undeniable chemistry, they've been incompatible since the beginning. But Tom romanticized his relationship with Summer too much to see it. This disconnect between Tom's version of events and the objective truth is epitomized in the famous expectations versus reality split screen scene, where Tom realizes that Summer has moved on and is engaged to someone else. Without Summer, Tom quits his job and plunges into a deep depression because he rested all his happiness and hopes on that relationship. In the end, Tom's little sister Rachel, the sanest person in this movie, predicted this incompatibility all along when she says, "Just because some cute girl likes the same bizarro crap you do, that doesn't make her your soulmate." Tom only starts to bounce back when, instead of prioritizing romanticization of summer, of the feelings he peddles as a greeting card writer, he focuses on self-determination. From the beginning of the film, Tom talks about his architecture degree, but dismisses this passion and erases his sketches. At first, he only talks about architecture when Summer asks him about it. But after realizing that his relationship with Summer is really over, Tom starts to genuinely invest in his sketches and throws himself back into architecture. Instead of looking for external validation from Summer, his life gains lasting meaning through what he himself is passionate about. Director Mark Webb encourages us to follow Tom's example and also choose self-determination. So he rewards Tom for his better choices by introducing his next love interest, Autumn, once Tom takes the leap of faith and interviews for an architecture firm. But a lot of audiences, my younger self included, missed this cautionary message about idealization. Ironically, many people romanticized the film and identified so strongly with Tom as the wounded, wronged, hopeless romantic. Just as Tom's misguided views about love stemmed from a total misreading of the movie The Graduate, many viewers took away the simplistic message that Summer was just an evil bitch who led Tom on. Addressing the idealization of his character by fans, actor Joseph Gordon-Levitt said in an interview, "I would encourage anyone who has a crush on my character to watch it again and examine how selfish he is." He develops a mildly delusional obsession over a girl onto whom he projects all these fantasies. That's falling in love with the idea of a person, not the actual person. But still, viewers missed the point. Maybe we only selectively listened when Summer describes the meet cute of finding her now husband and proclaims Tom was right about the existence of soulmates, without considering that Tom could still be wrong about Summer being his soulmate. We fixated on Webb's inclusion of Autumn at the end of the film, allowing her to validate our belief in the one, and overlooked the fact that Tom only was able to meet Autumn because he stopped idealizing Summer. Did we identify so strongly with Tom that we couldn't learn from his mistakes? I'm struck by how much my view of the film has changed between 2009 and now. It's true that my prefrontal cortex was woefully less developed back then.
Penis!
Penis!
And my life experiences now have enabled me to recognize that someone like Tom can be deeply likable, but also wrong. American culture and media has also evolved. We're more inclined to call out tropes like the manic pixie dream girl that flatten female characters into the projected ideals of male filmmakers who only exist to help men's character development. We've started to move away from lionizing boy gets girl stories, where chasing and pedestalizing long enough is all the earnest male protagonist needs to win his love interest's heart. But that's what makes 500 Days of Summer still hold up, rather than feeling like a relic of a different time. The film has been asking us to choose self-determination all along, but only now are we ready for that message. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe for more film analysis. Until next time.